How's it going, everybody? It's Caleb1776, and today we got another pickled steel to look at. This is the Skarp Pro. This guy will be coming in at $67.34 American, and it's kind of funny that it's $67 because it's 67 layers Damascus with a 9CR core. It does have a rosewood handle. It has a whetstone sharpened edge. Uses, your bearings. Yeah, probably cage ceramic like most things. Stainless steel clip on this guy. It is very nice looking. I love the little scallops on the wood. Gives you a nice grip, you know what I mean? The overall length is 210 millimeters. Blade length is 90. Thickness on this guy, it's got a nice thickness. At least over here. I mean, it does taper, don't get me wrong, and it gets a little thick back up towards the edge, but that's 3.5 millimeters. It's 13.5 millimeters wide, and it weighs 109 grams. It's got great action, and I love the shape of the blade. That Tonto, but instead of being a completely flat Tonto at the bottom, it's got a nice bit of belly on it. The action is super crisp. I do notice that the clip is non-reversible. Of course, it's tip-up carry, the way it was intended, the way it should be. I believe that pickled steel, this is a pass-around knife, so it's not going to be in 100% perfect condition when I get it, but it looks like it has that pickled steel logo on there. Pretty classy. Definitely a fan of that. No blade play on it. It does have a decent edge. Not going to complain, like I said. This has been passed around through quite a few hands. It does. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of a hardware check. It does look like stainless steel hardware. They do all look like T8 beside the ones on the clip, and I do want to double check what those are. If you shall give me one moment, I am going to grab a handy dandy tool, and we now shall see. For the people that ask where I got my tool from, honestly, it's just a small kit from Walmart. Let's see if this will come through. Focus. Dude, that is a T8. There we go. Well, let's see. Let's do a little hardware check. T8 on the pivot. Ooh, no. Oh, I was wrong. The standoffs must be T6. Let's give it a check. T7, that ain't helping anybody. On almost anything. T6. So, let's see, the standoffs are T6, and so is the clip. So, we got T8 on the pivot and T6 everywhere else. That's pretty par for the course. Of course, I do like seeing some T8 everywhere, just for the, chance of a strip out. But I did, as you can see, this one been through war. And those splines on there are quite twisted. I don't know if that'll focus. Let's see. Yes, you can see the splines on my T6 are twisted, but what you can do is you can take a grinder or anything really that you can cut steel with and just shave it down so it's just at the nub where it starts to widen out. And they seem to work better that way. I have another set that the T6s are like that at minimum, and I got a couple T8s like that as well. But this driver's done well. I think it cost me 10 bucks. Can't complain. But I have carried this the last 2 days straight. I've been really happy with it. opened a couple of letters. The geometry of the blade is super sliced. It's really, really thin behind that blade. And the way it's kept an edge through being passed around is actually pretty impressive. But everything I've looked at through Pickled Steel has been a definite win. I cannot complain about anything they do right now. I think my biggest complaint from them so far has been, I found a pivot tight. It's certainly better than a pivot being loose. But yeah, there's no blade play, no rattling. Let me see if there's any sharp spots. Get a good, nice grip on this guy. That's the liner lock. That should be like that. I don't feel any, hot spots. And it's got a nice flipper on it. I mean, it completely hides that blade when closed. I enjoy that. And of course, I love a good Tonto. So this is a knife that was right up my alley to begin with. And I think the execution on this is fantastic. I like the full steel liners. They do have some milling in them, as you can sort of see. I do believe, at least on the Skarp Pro, that wood will be the only version available. But let me double check to make sure. Boop. I try to get my information straight from the website, so there is nothing that I miss. Skarp Pro. That's the only one that comes up. There is other versions. These are Skarp Brown, but that isn't the Pro. A Skarp Black. They have a little bit different of a blade shape. Yes, these are Skarp Titanium with Damascus. Ooh, I do like that. We're gonna have to check that one out. Is it the same type of Damascus? Let's see. That's 110 layer VG10 Damascus. Maybe at some point we'll check that out. But let's see. Yeah, there are, so we have the Skarp Purple Titanium Damascus, Skarp Titanium Damascus, and Skarp Black Titanium Damascus. There is only one Skarp Pro, as I said, and that is this guy with the Rosewood. The only one that's an actual Tonto. I think that other one might be it's kind of a reverse sheep's foot with a reverse Tonto, kind of amalgamated into one. And I'm not 100% sure if this is the gift box it'll come in. Nice little display. But that's how I received it. Once again, it is a pass around. But let's see what the website has to say. It just says extras, comes in a gift box. So, that seems appropriate. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or just any comments, throw them down below. Give this video a thumbs up. And if you can, give it a share so somebody else can see. Besides that, it's been Caleb1776, and stay sharp out there. Thank you.